when I was at the school just getting ready to do the job, this kid came up to me. He's like, "What's that?" And I was like, "It's a mop." And he was like, "Well, what about that?" And I was like, "This is a vacuum." And he was like, "What do you do with them?" I'm like, "Clean the school."
Did he ask you something like serious enough for you to start bawling or something?
Oh my god! Right? It's like, why are you doing this for work? And he was like, "Don't you have money?" Like, no. Like,
if I did, I wouldn't be here, Timmy.
He's like, "Why are you here?" Like, I don't want to. She's like, "I want to be here."
Pulls eyes
Pulls
the weed.
It's like the kid's like, "What's that?" The only way I survive, Timmy.
The only way I can stand your
Just
mom
go like
and your dada. By the way, I'm joking.
It's all jokes, satire.
This is all one big joke.
Yeah, we don't. Just like
I know somehow we're gonna get there and feel so wonderful.
Bro, let the show die already.
No, I'm not gonna go all the way.
Good.
Can't.
Good.
Please stop.
So
help us.
What?
Oh, I just want to say I apologize for last episode.
Why? What happened?
I hated the way I talked. I hate the way I sound when I'm sick. Like, I really don't like it normally. Like, just hearing myself, like, just, you know, how you can kind of hear your own voice.
Oh, you sounded nasally?
Oh my God. Recording, like, hearing it back. First of all, I mumble just in general. Like, that just kind of happens. But on top of being sick, it's just, well, you know? And I'm like, what the fuck did I just say? My God.
Okay.
My own
Hi, everybody. Welcome
myself.
to another episode.
I didn't think it was that bad, but I mean, you know,
I hated it.
Go off, King.
Welcome to episode 84, guys, where we hate hearing ourselves, and
for 84 episodes now,
we wake up poor every day. So, you know what I found out today? But apparently this happened a couple of months ago. Earlier, the end of last year. I was like, earlier last year, the end of last year.
Okay.
So we were talking. So
2 months ago?
Yeah, no, a little further. I think it was like October. I just found this out, by the way. Like, this is all news to me, and I was like, I'm so excited to talk about this. So, you guys have had Panera Bread, right?
Yeah.
Like once.
Okay, it's really expensive. So they came out a few months ago with something called their supercharged lemonade.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
What's that?
So it's basically caffeinated lemonade.
Cute.
But I looked it up. I was like, how much can it really have for this to happen? This bitch is loaded with 390 fucking grams of caffeine in it. That's more than a 32 ounce Red Bull. Like, it has a lot of fucking, like, 2 shots of espresso, like Rio espresso.
Oh my God.
Is only like 260 something like milligrams, which is way less than that. Thinking, oh, that's a lot, right? No.
So it's like 3 cups of espresso, 3.5
cups
of espresso?
Almost 4, yeah. On a lemonade, not including the sugar.
You know what? You know who'd like that shit? Jasmine.
No, so check this out.
Jasmine would love that shit.
So I just found out 2 people died of a heart attack off that shit.
Jasmine would live.
I don't know, bro. Like, the people who died were like, they weren't that old. Their heart just exploded.
No.
They went out like Elvis.
So what happened?
It's so short because of the caffeine. All they say, don't give kids coffee because they stay short.
Is that an actual thing?
Yeah.
No,
I know it like cuts your growth, like, but to that extent?
Yeah, well,
I think she's just short because of genetics.
No, well, I mean genetics, I'm sure, but
like
caffeine does play a part.
I think she's shorter than her mom, and her mom's pretty short.
Because they used to say, like, don't drink dark soda before bed, or you'll like stay up. I'll drink a whole cup and I'll pass out.
I mean, you are the shortest one here, but anyway.
That's honestly genetics, though.
But yeah, no, what I'm saying
nobody
is,
in my household is taller than me.
This is true, but no, caffeine does
taller than you.
Deal with that.
No,
Danny's like,
he's like an inch or 2 shorter than me.
Yeah, close.
No, he just has a lot of hair.
Oh,
but he's like an inch or 2 shorter than me. Gotcha. But he's right there. Yeah, he's right there to me.
What'd you say, Richard? My bad.
I don't remember. Anyway, the whole thing of like them dying though is because I guess Panera didn't like put or advertise like how much caffeine was actually in the lemonade. So they thought they were just drinking regular lemonade,
Yeah.
Turns out,
Which
when
I would too.
you finish your fucking lemonade, you go back for a refill. So you're drinking a shit ton of caffeine without realizing
That's
it.
what I was wondering. I was like, 1 cup. I mean, I feel like I'm having a heart attack, but I don't know if I'd like outright die. But if they're having multiple cups, like at least 2,
because apparently
for sure, my body's done.
When they first had it out, you could ask for a refill because they don't have it out like a water fountain. That'd be insane because kids would literally die off that shit.
Fuck, dude.
So you could go up and ask for a refill and they'd give it to you. The way Panera advertised it was, it's a clean version of caffeine compared to like a Red Bull and a Monster. So it's like you're not drinking all the extra shit that like Monster or sugar that Red Bull has. But yeah, what Richard says correct. They didn't advertise that it has a shit ton of fucking caffeine. Now I was doing my research. I was just like, let me see all this shit. Now even like Uber Eats, like it still doesn't say how much caffeine it has. Like you have to look it up for it to show you now. It doesn't have like a label on the cup or anything like that, which I think it should. But the only thing that like these like Postmates and Uber Eats say now is like do not give to children. Like in bold ass letters on the description of it.
I feel like you would just limit the amount that people can buy. You just like, okay, you get 1 cup.
Well, some people, I mean, like I've seen people like react really bad to like less than that of caffeine.
Oh, I'm for sure. No, me. Yeah, hell yeah. I've mentioned it on the podcast before. For those of you that don't know, I dabbled a decent amount in narcotics. What? Did you say or cum?
No, I said huh?
I was like, bro, we're like 6 minutes in.
No, I was like, I dabbled in the unmentionable.
Neither were wrong.
I'm trying to think of. Shut up. I'm trying to think of what's another word for drogas.
I mean,
I think you were fine with just saying the narcotics.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that. And it was like a lot of serotonin, like overboard, just so much shit. Basically, threw off body chemistry. Basically, when I'm super up, I'm super low. Especially with caffeine. When I have caffeine, it'll kick me all the way up, and I don't. It just makes it hard to really like gather my breath, and I don't want to be like my chest hurts because then it's like, well, you should get that checked out. It's like, it's okay. It's fine. It's not that serious. I just don't do caffeine like that.
It's like my chest hurt and I can't feel my left arm.
It feels right arm. When I put my arm up, it feels better.
Yeah, you gotta let the blood flow.
But what really pointed it out to me was G Fuel. The first time I had G Fuel, I was okay. I was like, okay, whatever. But this was like in the middle of doing all that shit, or a little bit before. And then afterwards, I was like, I started to notice how my body reacted differently to coffee or just caffeine in general. So I was like, okay, well, I avoided G Fuel, but then one day all of us were playing, I think on Valorant, or I was playing with, I don't think of how to classify him. No, she's my friend.
Okay.
What's his friend? Yeah. Yeah. I was with my friend. We were doing on Valorant, and,
you were doing it like East
duoing. Duoing on Valorant, a online competitive shooter, for those of you that don't know what that is. And people were like, what are we hyping each other up or whatever. And then I think I mentioned G Fuel, or somebody brought it up, and I was like, oh, I should drink some of mine. Predator Cup in the beginning of the game was doing great. Then by the end of it, I was like, had the shakes. I wasn't feeling good. I was like, I think I'm getting.
Were you
sick.
sweating?
I didn't get the sweats. That's how I knew it wasn't that serious, because I've had, when I did things back then, when I did get the sweats, I knew that it was not good. You know, it's not good at all. So when knowing that, I was like, okay, I'm just having a bad time. I need to drink a lot of water. I need to like level out, and it just wasn't fun. But now the only type of caffeine that I have is like a caramel frap. It's just a lot of sugar. It's basically a milkshake. There's no real coffee in it.
That caffeine?
It is caffeinated. Just
yeah, but
not that strong.
No, it's not that strong, and it's mostly sugar. Like that's mostly it. So
I always laugh.
Milkshake.
I always laugh because at least you know what I identify it as. I always laugh when people are like, "Yeah, I drink coffee," and it's like, "Oh, like what?" And they're like, "A frap from Starbucks." I'm like, "That's not coffee. Like you're not a caffeine addict. Like that's not coffee." No. I'm like, "That's
very. I try to be very like ahead of that because I know people that like they're coffee heads, caffeine heads.
This guy
like,
right here,
like people like drink coffee and people like love coffee. Like Jasmine, I know just like,
I love black coffee.
Period. Okay, you're twisted.
Why? That's like that's actually like the best kind of version of coffee you're supposed to drink.
Coffee you can have, but that also means that you're a serial killer, and I'm watching you now.
What? No, I'm not. What do you mean?
It means your taste buds are dead, dude.
No, it doesn't.
Who knows how many bodies are gonna follow? But
straight up.
That's crazy. Wait, you guys don't drink black coffee? Like I drink it iced. I don't drink it hot.
I've had it both ways. I've had a hot and black coffee, but
yeah,
I don't prefer it. It's just like
I just hate all the sweets. It makes my throat
it's
itchy.
Bitter as fuck. And I'm like, the only reason I drank it is because I ordered it wrong and I was too fucking awkward to go back and be like, hey, can I actually have creamer, blah, blah, blah. I was like, nah, fuck it. I'm just going to drink it. And if I like it, I like it. I drank that like the first sip and I was like, this is a mistake, but oh well, I spent money.
As long as you're not the person still who's gonna be like, they gave me the wrong order, but I'll just eat it because I won't say nothing.
Condiments, I could ask for like creamer, some sugar and milk or whatever. That's fine with me. But one time when I went to Burbank, I was chilling with my friend and her brother was in town, and then there was like another person. So it was a nice group, and we're all staying at her house. It was super, super fun. Last episode I said, what memory would you want to relive? I'd want to relive that whole weekend. The weekend was so fun. First night. Yeah. I didn't want the whole do it all over again. That shit was fun. But we went to Starbucks the morning after, the first night, all fucked up, super hungover. I go there. She tells me to, number one, drive her car, which I hate driving other people's cars that aren't with me in the car, because my anxiety is literally like, okay, bitch, what if you get hit? What if the car breaks down? What if like normal me now is like, okay, pull over, call someone, like duh. But me back then was like, if I touch it, it will burst into flames and I will die. I don't want to do that. But it was only me and her brother doesn't have a license in the state or whatever, and we're in Burbank, and
I thought that doesn't matter.
I have no idea. We just didn't want to like take the chance because he like also is in the military and stuff like that. So we're like, I don't know, colored boy, but he has a license most likely. A little Latino boy out in the middle of like Burbank suburbians or whatever. A bunch of white people everywhere. They're gonna be like, what's he doing in that car with that white gentleman?
Bro, they'll probably think you're working for someone. That's it.
See, senor. But yeah, I get her coffee order. She tells me, and she didn't put in the text message what version, and they asked me what version. And I was like, what do you mean? They're like,
you can give me both.
They're like, you can either have it hot or cold, and I'm just like, oh my god,
that's happened to me where I'm like, give me both.
I feel like that's the equivalent for me of like you're at the grocery store when you were a kid, and they were like, next, and it's your turn, and you're just like,
my mom's not here. She went to go get bread.
She's not here yet.
I don't have money
like that, because I was like, if I fuck this up, she will fucking kill me. She's one of those bitches. She will fuck me up. Oh my god. And then her brother was like, what is it? And I was like, people are getting hostile.
Oh my god.
I said, hot, supposed to be cold. I get it. And I tell him like, oh, last time I saw her get it, it was in a plastic cup. And that's when it's like, okay, it's cold. Hot is in like the traditional container. And he was like, okay, tell them. And I was like, I can't do it. And we're already in the car sitting there. And I was like, can you do it? He was like, God fucking damn it, Lee. And he grabbed the cup out of my head. And I was like, he's like, come on. I was like, you're gonna make me go in. So I go in, and he looks at her, and then he looks at me and he says,
tell him what you told me.
He wanted it cold, and he does not. Can you fix this? And she was like, she looked at the cup, and then she looked at me, and she was like, I asked you what version. I was like, oh my god, what is this? I'm being tortured. This is terrible. What are you guys doing? Why are we doubly tripling down?
They're like, we want you to tell us that you fucked up.
I get it. This is awful. So
she just started crying.
We get the ride over. We show up, and he tells her what happened, and she's like, "I was wondering why you guys took forever." And I was like, "I will commit Sudoku right now in your living room, on top of your dogs. They will eat my body or something. I swear to God, I will do it in the living room. It will be so messy. Don't do that." But yeah, man, I just I don't fuck with people that like do black coffee, because that shit is. I've had it once before, and I have because there wasn't any condiments left over. I showed up late to like a quince, but yeah,
I have a certain way I drink it, because it's not like it just pour coffee and ice in a cup. It's not like that. Like I actually add like
that's what it was like.
No. I've had it like that, but nobody drinks it like that. People add some sort of like sweetener or something to like balance it. But yeah, I have a certain way of doing it. Like but it's black coffee. Like no matter what people say, it's black coffee. Huh?
That ain't black coffee. You just mix the creamer. That's it.
No, that's not how it works. Because you still need creamer and milk. I'll tell you right now, actually.
Black coffee is just that. Nothing.
No.
Richard, while he's getting his order, what do you get at Starbucks, Richard?
This guy knows it by heart.
I said it before, yeah. Venti iced coffee with half and half, and what's it called? 6 months of cinnamon dulce.
What's cinnamon dulce?
It's just like cinnamon flavoring,
like syrup basically, or something. Gotcha. 6 pumps.
6 pumps. Because, bro, I literally just got some this morning. How big of a
pump are you getting?
They're like.
I heard him order it, and I was like, I looked over, I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, I'm just trying to figure out.
Like all the pumps together are equal to like that amount. Maybe.
Oh, okay.
But for a big thing of coffee, no.
So mine's it's a triple ice espresso with 1 pump of sugar-free vanilla syrup.
That ain't black.
That's it. What do you mean? Yeah, it is.
I was gonna say it's an espresso.
What do you think? What do you think sugar? No, it's ice. It's an ice espresso.
Well, I mean, like espresso, like black coffee to me is just pour it in a cup, drink that shit.
Right.
That's
the vanilla free pump is just to like remove. It's still bitter, but it's not like dying breed fucking bitter.
Okay, like then you're not like as serial killers I thought you were.
No, yeah. The sweetener's just to. I mean, I've had it. They fucked up my order a few times, and they've literally just given it to me black, and I'm like, this is bitter than usual. And I look at it, I'm like, they didn't add the sweetener. I was like, fuck it.
Okay.
The whole meme is that. Well, meme. The thing is like people who order black coffee are usually the type of that have it with a cigarette, and then their taste buds are
throw
dead.
It in there.
No, the taste buds are dead. That's why they don't even care that they're drinking black coffee, because they can't taste it.
That actually doesn't sound like a bad idea.
On a side note, addiction's real. For some reason, I've been thinking about cigarettes lately, and I don't know why.
You're pathetic if you're addicted to nicotine. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I have no idea. I mean,
nobody take that offensively. Jesus Christ.
Don't care.
True.
Don't care.
That's fucking insane to say.
I don't care.
You're not pathetic, but seek some help if you need it.
We're sorry if you're addicted to nicotine. If you are, I mean, it's fixable.
There's ways to get around the whole smoking a cigarette thing.
But my thing is, I think the reason why is because it's funny that I brought up the whole like when I was younger I did drugs thing, because I was thinking to myself of it's around that we're getting out of the winter season now. We're kind of getting a little bit warmer. So
that's gross.
I know, but it's supposed to still rain a little bit. I think that's like
Saturday,
that last bit. Yeah, that's
Friday and Saturday.
Like we're gonna get or something. But we're getting back into like the festivals, activities. Things are like starting to like come up, and my brain was thinking about us when we went to Hard. Is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah.
Hard Summer, right. And I thought back to our friend who did Molly for the first time. And I remember standing there in the circle, and just I saw him, and all I could think was, oh no. I was not having a good time at the end. Like at the end of the day, at the end of the night, I'm just so exhausted. And this was like before we were like at the very beginning of us waiting for people. So I was still extra tired. Afterwards, I felt like I like leveled out a little bit till the car, but that's neither here nor there, not part of it. But I'm exhausted. I'm just standing there and I'm like watching out for people, and I see our friend, and he's just, man, in his eyes, it must have been a fucking flower field or something. He's skipping, he's frolicking, he's got long Viking either pigtails or braids or something flowing.
He had a braid.
And it's just like, all I see is a man living his best life. And I just think to myself at that moment, oh my God, you're 10 and I'm like at a 3. Oh my God, no, please don't. Please don't. And everybody's like, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? And I'm like, look. And everybody turns around and he gets his last like skip or leap in. And he like, I feel like in my head, from what I remember, I feel like he like grabs onto people or like almost falls or he's like skids or something. It was not just a, hey, it was like a Molly landing or something. And I remember
like a big hay.
Yeah, and I remember just looking at his eyes and I was like, oh my God, they look like saucers. Oh, I was right. And I thought to myself, God, I wish I was having a better time because my ass would have been like, because I thought about it, man, I wish I would have given him gum and a cigarette. Because when you do that shit and you have one of those two things, gum preferably the whole time, but a cigarette afterwards, at the end of it, oh my God, dude. Yeah. I don't advocate for this at all, by the way. I was very irresponsible. Do it responsibly. If you're going to, don't. People microdose this whole thing. La, 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 la. Do your research.
I always tell people be in the right headspace.
And if you're gonna do it, test your shit. Oh my God. Yeah. Holy shit. Oh my God. Test your stuff. It's so like you can do it. It's so easy. There's so many different methods. Just do it. Or
dude, they offer it to you at a festival, the test kits.
Yes. So please just do it.
I told you about for people who don't know, I work at a assisted living facility. It's retirement home, but lately, like literally this past month, we got a guy and he's only like 40 something, maybe. Mm-hmm. And I was like, assisted living. So the whole thing is like, 40. You know, people, yeah.
No, but he's 40 and he's right. Staying there?
Yes, because I asked, I was like, what the fuck? Like, why is he here? Like, you know, it's weird because he's still so young. And they were like, and they told me, he just came from the hospital. He was in a coma because he overdosed on fentanyl. I was like, oh shit. Like, no way. Like, what happened? Like, I guess, I don't know the whole story, like how much he took. But again, we all know the stories of like how much very little fentanyl can actually like fucking kill you.
Fuck you up.
So yeah. Right. So I'm sure like he ended up taking something, didn't test it. You know, he had a he had a stroke. Point is, when he got out of the hospital, but now he has like the mental capacity of like a 6-year-old. He's like, that I saw him like once and I heard him like talking, like he's still somewhat aware of like where he is and stuff, and he'll like can follow basic direction and orders and stuff like that. But yeah, he needs a lot of help. Like he can't be left alone.
Ooh,
it sucks.
That
sucks.
Yeah. And I was like, fuck, man, dude. Like 42 and you're just, that's it.
I said how funny on a quick side note, because whatever we're going on, and then this is a side note to what he just said. Have either of you worked at a job that involves kids, anyone younger than us or anything like that?
No.
Helping them, taking care of them or anything? Okay. I worked at a mortuary, so I thought that's like the end of the life. And then Richard's now working with older people that are like a little before, and that's like later life. So I was wondering, and I feel like us just working now is in the middle of your life. So my brain is like, have either of us worked with kids? So it's like we've had a job at every aspect of a life. I just thought about that right now.
Oh no! Like, did I? No. What's it called? I thought I'd volunteer for something, but I was like, fuck that.
Gotcha.
Fuck, I hate kids.
Gotcha. But yeah, so that's why I even thought about the whole cigarette thing, was because I thought about that moment. I wish I was having a better time, so I could have directed him to have an even better time. Because I was like,
well, I mean, that was a stressful.
When I first did,
like, that was a stressful. Like, keep in mind,
he's a stressful end of the night.
Because what's it called? At that point, he was the like, kudos to him. He was the only one that like really did that last day right. That man went out and just did everything with like met new people. Like,
he had a great time.
Pushed up to the front of the line.
I feel like he was invited to become a couple's unicorn. So that's my opinion. He said no, they're just chilling, and I didn't want to push it, but because he was high, so I was like, but Okay, yeah, they're just chill. They're just chill. And he was like, they want me to come over, and I was like, damn, like responsible me is
my wife like jerk off.
Responsible me was like, don't do that. You're like, we're somewhere else. You're not even in your home state. Don't do that. That's a really bad idea. But inside I was like,
do it.
You must do it.
Do it.
Tell me what happened.
Fuck them.
Take control. But
it's crazy.
Yeah, so I don't know where the whole cigarette thought came from in the first place, but when I think about it, I think about that moment lately because we are entering a newer season. You know, things are getting warmer. The year's looking better. So, I'm going to be in Vegas June 1st to the 2nd. It's the very first weekend. So I was going to ask what's happening with your
I don't know yet.
thing?
I don't know yet. Her birthday isn't until the middle of June 19th.
Oh, thank God. Okay, cool.
But I don't know when exactly we're going to go. Sometime around that time, I imagine, but we haven't set dates or anything.
What are you going for, family?
On the first weekend is family. My cousin is turning 21. My cousin, his birthday is turning 21 that week before or that weekend, something like that. So he wants to do that, and then he wants to have 2 parties. So he wants to go to Vegas, and then he wants to have one here for the people that couldn't go to Vegas.
Yeah,
that's cool.
So he wants to do that.
I might. It's a big maybe because they haven't mentioned it in a while, and towards the end of May, I might actually be going to Japan.
Cute.
Yeah, I might be traveling.
Cool.
My aunt and uncle.
Oh, okay.
I
thought it was your friend group or
friends.
No.
That's cool,
I originally so I had mentioned to them that I was originally just gonna solo travel. Like I was gonna take a solo trip because you can. Like it's Japan's one of the safest places to travel by yourself. Like but I was originally gonna do that, and then my aunt sprung the idea. She's like, "Why don't you come with us and stay with us?" She's like, "If you still want to do the solo thing, you're more than happy to just go off on your own and do your thing." She's like, "But at least we'd help you with like
somewhere to come back."
Yeah. So I was like, okay. So big maybe still though.
That's cool though.
Yeah. So that might happen. If I told myself if that doesn't happen, after 14 years of not going, I am gonna travel back to Guatemala though. So cool. I might do that. I might do that one instead if Japan doesn't happen.
Cool.
Yeah.
I want to go to New York this year.
Nice.
During the wintertime?
Fall, winterish.
It's just so expensive in the wintertime, no matter what month you go.
If you do it right, it's not that expensive.
Yeah. I want to go just because obviously I want to go for the longest, but also I know Marie and Ange also want to go too. I'm just like, fuck it. Why not just tag along?
That'd be a cute trip for you to do. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm going to do Washington April-ish. So every year I do something for 420. I know I'm one of those people. Whatever. Sue me, smoke me, whatever. I smoke on that day and it happens.
Smoke you.
Better than Fent.
Sorry. Better than Fent. Exactly.
Better than what?
Fentanyl.
But yeah, so every year I've kind of just done something. Last year, went out of state. The year before, I stayed at a friend's place, and then I think the year before that,
you didn't do both years like that.
Just got high. I mean, almost every year that I've started smoking 420, except for like when I was like super young. I just I didn't have it ever at my house. I was outside of my house for that day. But so this year, I think I'm going to go to Washington for 420. Maybe I might be home, but I think I will be in Washington in either
sometime around that time
or August, September.
I was like, those are way different months.
No, they're very, very different months. But Washington is supposed to be happening this year
in
general.
I want to glamp this year, but I want to go to
glamp would be funny.
Yeah, I want to go to Yosemite.
What the fuck? Glamping would be fun. What the fuck? I said funny, but my brain was funnying because I said glamp. I want to say glamping.
Oh, it is glamping, but yeah.
Glamping is
but I want to do Yosemite.
Glamping would be so much fun.
Yeah, wait, during the summer though.
What glamping is like going out to a cabin?
It's when you Yeah. Glamping is when you camp.
Camping.
You camp, but you're doing everything but the camping part. Because for people who know me personally, I don't leave the house without ever showering. No matter where the fuck I'm at, whether it's a trip, whether it's home from the gym, whether it's going to work or coming home and then I have to go out, I will always shower and re-shower. Like, I need a fucking shower. I will go batshit fucking crazy. Fuck you for the people who say just use dry shampoo. Eat shit. That's disgusting. No.
Oh my God.
Shower.
Okay.
Like, people have been like, just dry. No. Fuck no. Like, no. I've done the camping. It's not.
It's my body.
Yeah. Like, I feel fucking icky as hell in my shit like that. Like, nope.
Fuck camping.
I think camping's fun as long as you do it the right time of the year.
Yeah, of course.
Good season, good.
It's always during the hot time though.
Yeah, every time I've gone, except for one time, I've gone within the middle of summer almost. Like,
that's the best time to do it.
It's so hot. It's so fucking hot.
You know where I would want to travel, like as like a group setting for us, like Lake Havasu.
What the fuck is Lake Havasu? Why does that sound
Arizona?
Like a horror movie?
That sounds like somewhere that you go.
No, it's Arizona. It's literally a party beach.
Oh,
it's a party beach, and people are like on jet skis. People are on boats. People are partying like on the beach. There's DJs around, like hanging out. It's very cool.
Like a horror movie, dude.
No,
I'm gonna die.
Crystal Lake, bro.
But if you're unlucky, then you'll get the fucking storm, and everything goes to shit there because people have. Yeah, it's been fucking a shit fest.
That's what happens. Then we get the storm, and then there's a killer on the loose.
Knowing our luck.
Nah, we always get some shit going to places. We never get shit when we're there.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, true.
All the shit that happens when we get there, that's our fault. That's nothing to do with weather.
True. Yeah, we have an uncanny luck for
ourselves.
Unlucky situations on our way to trips.
Yeah,
for sure.
It's like
never been a car issue, thank God.
Oh yeah, actually though.
Yeah, never like.
Never something that would pause us into where like fuck, we have to skip. Yeah.
There's never anything that like directly stop us. It's just always like a
obstacles,
hurdle.
Yeah.
We failed the survival check, and maybe we went straight for D&D. We're doing a long trip, and we failed the check, and now we got to deal with the consequences.
Cool.
Yikes.
But you know what? Once we get there,
it's fun. It's fun because we're so thankful that we made it. We're so thankful that we made it. We're like, all right, time to party.
What's it called?
It's fun.
Did you watch OTV's newest video, Lee? They went camping.
No, is it the one in the winter or like a snow forest or something?
Yeah, they went camping.
I know of it.
I forget what famous. It's like Big Bearish, like place. It's not Big Bear, but
Mammoth.
Mammoth. Yes. That's the one. The whole thing is like, I just thought of that, and I was like, yeah, I don't want to go camping because spoilers, I guess, whatever. At the end of the video, like instead of staying the night in the tents, they had to leave because a family of bears showed up to their fucking campsite. So
fuckers probably had no experience and had food out, I'm sure, and shit, or like open bins. Yeah,
I mean, they're a bunch of streamers. What the fuck? But either way, I was like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that. Fuck that. If I ever go camping, it's better be in a fucking cabin. Camping. What? You gonna choke out a bear? You can't choke out a bear.
Glamping would be fun though. I would like to do that. That sounds like a lot of fun. And we've been close to it a couple times. Not really glamping. It's just like Joshua Tree. That was like closest to camp-ish. Glamping.
I was like, I've never been to Joshua Tree.
No, when we were planning, like trying to plan a trip, we thought Joshua Tree was an option.
We have to. I want to. Like, it'd be a fun summer trip to just add into it. Tick that off my list, you know?
Honestly, I feel like if we are gonna go like somewhere like hot, it's either we go somewhere that's gonna be chilly. Like we either full dive into the heat, but like there's gonna be a pool and we stay inside. It's a nice place to stay inside somewhere, or like spots to go to that aren't like, I don't know, miserable. Or we go the complete opposite. We go to somewhere that's gonna be chill or cold or whatever. Or we do something else. But yeah.
Yeah, I told myself if all fails, I'm just gonna go to fucking Cancun.
Cancun's fun.
Or Tulum.
All inclusive.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to Tulum.
Are always cool. Always a good time. Oh my god, I want to go see Dune 2.
Oh my god, I do too.
I'm so hyped, dude. I want to see it.
I know. I want to see it.
You want to get that special popcorn bucket?
No, that's the Kung Fu Panda one.
No, what?
Oh, there's a Doom one?
Have you not seen the memes?
No. No, I haven't.
It's I don't even know what they're called, but
Oh,
the
it's
whole
the worm?
Yeah, I guess so.
Worm.
It's like
It's just a giant
the popcorn
pocket pussy?
bucket. Yeah, basically that's the joke.
Hell yeah.
That's the joke, and they're like everyone getting their popcorn buckets ready or the Dune popcorn buckets ready whenever they see Zendaya. I'm like, y'all are crazy.
I was over here thinking the Kung Fu Panda one. There's one of the panda, and the other one's a little it's a little Chinese box, like the to-go boxes.
Oh, that's
Okay.
cool.
It's like yeah, and it's dope. Those look cool as fuck. Like they give you little chopsticks to it that come with it or some shit. Like it's like part of the accessory of it.
Yeah.
That's dope. Yeah, but I didn't fucking know the pocket pussy worm one. That's wild.
Kung Fu Pandas is a good movie.
It's a
That's
cute
a good
movie.
movie
Yeah.
franchise.
I've only watched the first
Dude,
one.
what?
I've seen the first
Well,
two.
I'm not surprised actually. I'm not that surprised. Your face.
but
I'm like,
I
yeah, you don't watch this.
I don't remember a lot of each of them, basically. Right? Yeah, just the two that I've seen.
Who's the main voice actor? Jack Black, right?
Jack
Mhm.
Black.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Good voice actor.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Have you guys checked out the Avatar? Have you guys watched anything last?
I've
Airbender related?
seen 2 episodes for it so far.
I saw episode 1.
Episode 1 was meh. Then I watched episode 2 and I was like meh. And then I watched a little bit of 3. I was like, eh.
It like it truly is what it is. What if you're like, I want to know, what do people think that haven't seen Avatar, or know anything about Avatar or anything like that? Like even like the predisposition people already have to the live action show. Are there any people like that in the world? Because I want to hear their opinion when it comes to the show. Like, is it like super likable or whatever? Because you have nothing to base it off of, basically.
Yeah.
Because like for me, I'm like, yeah, the show I feel like is obviously like the cartoon one, the animated one's gonna be way better. They like cover more things,
of course,
in multiple more episodes, and yada yada yada. So
I mean,
I want to know.
It makes sense what they're doing. Obviously, like they're gonna do a live action, but people wish it was fucking. How many episodes is it? Like 100 something for the books.
Oh,
I've
the anime one.
idea.
It's like
probably over.
No, it's short.
Like 2. Really?
It's only 3 seasons, and each one had like maybe
it is only 3.
15 episodes.
Damn, bro.
So it's like 60 episodes, I think.
I know, dude.
Yeah.
So let's say 60 episodes, right? But they condensed it into 8 because I think episode 3 or 4 is where I'm at. I forgot. But it's like it's already on book 2. Like
Really?
it goes from.
I heard
like,
they haven't even shown Toph.
They showed. Well, no, I don't know. I haven't seen the whole thing.
I haven't either.
Toph doesn't come out till the 3rd one, no?
No, she comes out in the 2nd season.
Okay, so then it's still okay. So it's still the first book. Then
Yeah, from
all
what
the way through.
I haven't watched it, but from what I've heard, they still haven't gotten to any of season 2 yet, and
yeah,
they're
okay.
still planning on releasing more.
Yeah. So costume design, but like everything looks, as everyone's saying, it looks cosplayed as hell. Like it doesn't look authentic. Like you think they dump so much money into it, and then like at least the costume designs look a little better.
61 episodes. That's how many episodes are in Avatar: The Last Airbender.
So then this is just book 1, which is going to be a full total of 8 episodes.
Yeah, let's say 60 because one of those was technically filler. It was the
yeah.
Well, I feel like a good, like more than 1. I think like 2 or barely, if even that.
Would I say it's better than the live action movie that dropped? Way better.
Oh yeah,
animation for it super pretty. Like it looks very good. Like the animation looks good. Like the fire, the water. It's just the acting that I can't get behind. Yeah. Like they literally show Aang crying, and I'm like, bro never drops a tear, and then it like it's a switch. Like it goes from like him like they zoom into his face and he's like eye watery. I'm like, they put eye drops in his eyes for sure. Like that looks it doesn't even look authentic. And then like he can't even make a proper crying face.
I think the reason why I'm not too bothered by that is because, like, when you think about Avatar, I feel like I had to fix my mic. I had to bring it up because for some reason it was so low. I feel like I completely forgot how old they technically were in the show. Like, I feel like my brain just automatically, because all the shit that they do, I automatically associate them with being like young 18 adults at the very least.
No,
17,
they're like Aang's like 10.
Yeah, like they're they're like fucking children, bro.
They're actual children, yeah.
He's 12. Qatar is like 13.
the live action actors, I'm like, oh my god, they're so young and they act like that. They act like, I feel like they're acting.
Well, no,
like
they were all like
super
18 and 21.
The live action actors?
No.
Yeah.
Are they?
No.
Yeah, because Suki,
so.
the one who plays
24.
Suki, yeah, she's 24. When they recorded, it was 2 years ago,
32.
and she was 22 when they did it.
Yeah. What's it called?
So the other ones are like 20, 18, 19. There's no way they're all.
Aang is I don't know who the fucking actor is, but from what I know, he's actually like 14, 15.
Yeah, that I could see, because there's no way they're gonna put an actual fucking grown teen as Aang. Like
the Katara's was also like 16, 17, and I don't know about Sokka, but yeah, like for the most part, they hired like
fucking
pretty young actors.
Thunder. That shit, it popped up for a second, and he was just like. I was like, God damn!
Lightning storm outside, bro.
He was born in 2000. God, this thing is just giving me numbers.
Oh yeah, he's a fucking kid. Yeah, no, he's a kid. Yeah, but yeah, no. But it follows more to the actual anime, which I do enjoy. They don't really touch lore as much. They're kind of just going through the story.
What's it called?
Yeah, no, it's.
Oh, okay. I see.
I don't know. I haven't.
Zuko's sister looks like a little kid.
Yeah.
Even though they are kids, but in the anime, she doesn't look like a kid.
Which is
weird if you really think about it. Like,
because
why wasn't she?
She's young as fuck in the show.
Yeah, she's younger than him.
14, maybe.
But in the anime, she looks older than him.
Yeah.
Which is weird as fuck.
Yeah.
Because people are really like, "Yo, his sister's hot," and I'm like, "Bro, she's like 13."
Yeah. I
But
don't know.
in the
That's
anime,
always how it works.
she don't look 13.
That's always how it works.
I'm like, yeah, of course.
Especially because she's supposed to look so. What the fuck? Did God come into your room? What the hell?
Wikipedia, you bitch.
Bro, switch everything to dark mode, please.
I don't know why Wikipedia isn't.
You know why? Because you use Edge.
Oh yeah, that's insane. You like
I forgot where we were going. Anyway,
distracted.
I haven't watched the show.
Yeah.
All I know is that from what I've heard, it's just like meh. It's not as bad as the movie supposedly, but it's just not that great either. But I was just like, okay.
But then I also think about, I'm like, we're so much fucking older. Like redoing the show again, it's like there's really not much to it for us anymore. Like we're way past. I've seen Goblin Slayer. Nothing's gonna get past that scene ever in my life. Like it's like, you know,
it's not about.
There's nothing new. There's nothing new to it. Like it doesn't even give me like nostalgia anymore at this point, because they've done it so many times.
They've only done it twice. What's it called?
Well, this is twice, but like it's like I'm just over it.
Yeah, but okay. So the original series came out 2005. The live action movie, I think like 2010 maybe, and that shit was garbage. Everybody tried to forget about that. And then this obviously is like what, almost 20 years later. Fuck me, man. What's it called? It's not that we expected anything like new to the point where we're like, oh, it's like we're like, you know, we're rewatching a whole new series type of shit. It's just more like
the way they do it justice.
Yeah, exactly. Like they should have and had the capabilities of making it look great, but you know, it's just always how it is. It's like, you know, people expect the movie a little too much, and I don't know. Studios are also fucking stupid sometimes.
They're talking about not for the show, but in the same regard of we have the technology to make it great, but what happened was we just kind of, I feel like the want was there and the heart was there, especially in the beginning. But then as like people started leaving and showrunners started like quitting, you know, you kind of get the impression like, okay, something's going on. And most of the time you feel, you know, it's kind of money related. Hence, I think why it kind of feels so rushed, because it just kind of felt like a cash grab at nostalgia.
Yeah, of course.
But it's happening in the gaming space where a lot people are starting to kind of realize what kind of power that they really have when it comes to these kind of things, because everybody's tired of it. Everybody is realizing that they want quality more than quantity. You know, like we're kind of tired of just fast cash grabs. Like for the most part, people are gonna wait nowadays to play something that is on early access, especially if it's like, I don't know, like a lot of the newer games. I feel like that's always been a gripe, but one genre specifically, live service games, kind of like Destiny, the new Suicide Squad game, which is doing awful. Well, it's doing better than I thought, but it's still doing pretty bad. People are just getting really tired of that kind of model. And then I think especially with games like, Helldivers, that game is still live service, but it's you can unlock everything in the game. You don't have there's no real paid DLC, no paid content. You can just go for it. Yeah, like another one I played this game a couple years ago, and it's called Gigantic, and it was on Xbox. It was one of the first games that you could play your Xbox like from remote or something like that, or you could play the progress you made on the PC would transfer, or it would also progress your Xbox version. So it was one of the first games that could do that. It just didn't get enough attention. I think Overwatch ended up coming out around the same time too. It kind of like, it was one of those games that got overshadowed by Overwatch and a lot of other MOBAs or hero shooters, but it still was really good. So there's been a really strong community for it, and they released an updated version. It's the exact same game, but it has it's only $20, and it's going to be coming out, I think, in April. And everything is unlockable. All you got to do is play the game. You can get new characters by leveling up your account. It is online only for right now, but it's still only PvP, and it is only $20, and
which is what originally meant for PvP.
Yeah, and you could totally just play the game, and you get in-game currency. And you can get new skins, you can get new weapons, and you can get new characters that'll be added, and it's just going to be unlockable.
Yeah,
and people love that stuff. So I feel like people are getting tired of having to spend so much money for, let's be honest, kind of shit. You know, not like quality.
Everything's hyped and not delivering.
Yeah, exactly. People, they're not meeting like the expectations, and people are kind of like over it, you know? So
yeah.
I don't know. What's it called? You know what I thought of too? Like, I saw it earlier and I was just like, oh, like how we have, as an audience or whatever, we have somewhat power of like changing something that looks like shit. You remember the Sonic movie when it first
oh my god, yeah, the first trailer, and that fucking uncanny valley looking ass Sonic, and it's like, what the fuck is that thing, bro?
Like, what is that?
Burn it, dude. I forgot about that.
Yeah, and I was like, well, because like the whole thing is like, oh, we do have power. Like, look, like we everybody spoke out so much about how fucking shitty it looked.
Bullied the company.
Yeah, and then what's it called? They're like, you know what? We hear you.
We'll change bullshit.
And then I thought about it. I was like, yeah, I mean maybe, but the cynic in me is like, these fuckers knew what they were doing. They did that shit on purpose just so that the movie would build more publicity. Yeah. And they probably already had that model and like hidden away or whatever. And then they're like, look at us. We cooked this up within a month or whatever.
That is a very good way to see that. Cause
I'm like, it's like, fuck companies. They just lie. I don't know.
They do.
Eat the rich.
Eat the rich. Fuck the rich. But yeah, I was
telling them to take their money.
You're right,
You're welcome. Though. Hustler mentality.
We say hustler mentality.
Find your local sugar mama and either marry them and divorce them, or just stay with them long enough for them to somehow disappear.
Find your local gilf. Keep them company so they keep your wallet filled.
I saw some fucking...
Your dickworm.
I think Steve actually told me it's like like the urge to find a rich old lady and just realize that that's the only way that we're gonna own a house. Oh
yeah, I sent you that. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I was like, that's fucked up,
bro.
That's so fucked up.
For the plot.
The dude at the supermarket, right? Yeah. Was that the one? Okay, you sent it to me too.
Yeah, you were like, you said something along finding old men, but somewhere else.
I was like, this is smart. This is smart.
It's fucking
hashtag relatable.
It's the only way to do it now, dude. Can't afford a house in California. It's got to be pre-owned already.
When when I was at the school just getting ready to do the job, this kid came up to me. He's like, "What's that?" And I was like, "It's a mop." And he was like, "Well, what about that?" And I was like, "This is a vacuum." And he was like, "What do you do with them?" I'm like, "Clean the school." And then he was like, "Why?" And I was like, "Cause
you're gonna go a long way, kid.
I need money." And he was like, "Well, why?" And I was like, "Cause LA is expensive." And then all the teachers just started laughing. I was like, "Yeah."
Wait, how old is the kid?
He's like,
they're kids. They're like elementary school, right?
Yeah. No, they're not even. They're like it's like
preschool,
pre-K kindergarten. Yeah, it's one of those schools. So yeah, he's the baby. He's super cute. Don't remember his name.
I let those slides because they really don't know shit. They're absolutely dumb as fuck. Like
at the age where I'm kind of okay because they're cute because they're so like
they're innocent,
curious, and they're innocent, but they're also able to hold a conversation at the very least. Especially those kids. Those kids are like.
Or they're learning to hold conversations.
Parents will like talk to them and the teachers are like having I remember one time a kid was tripping out and the teacher brought her out and she was talking to her in the hallway and she was like, "I understand that you're having a really tough time right now, but just come here, hold my hand, take a deep breath." And she's just talking to her like a normal person having like a panic attack or like a hard time.
That's a good way to teach kids.
I mean, yeah, it's a good way for them to kind of understand. And also that like, it's almost the same when like you're talking to a kid. If you're talking like a little baby and you're just doing this kind of voice all the time, they don't really like pick up like words faster. Mm-hmm. But if you're talking to them normally, like just how you would talk to anybody else, they're quicker to understand and they're quicker to speak. So yeah, these kids are like 2 and 3 and they're able to hold a conversation for the most part. I mean, they ask obviously
why
goofy questions,
everything,
but that it's still cute.
I was just laughing because I was like, did he ask you something like serious enough for you to start bawling or something?
Oh my god! It's like, why are you doing this for work? And he was like, "Don't you have money?" Like, no. Like,
if I did, I wouldn't be here, Timmy.
Right?
Just go off on a 3.
He's like, "Why are you here?" Like, "I don't want to." She's like, "I want to be here."
Pulls eyes.
Pulls up the weed.
It's like the kid's like, "What's that?" The only way I survive, Timmy.
The only way I can stand your bitch ass, your mom and your dada. By the way, I'm joking.
It's all jokes, satire.
This is all one big joke. If any of our clients see this, I am joking. I'm at home. We live in LA. I'm 30 years old. Don't fucking chill out.
Share the
I'd be surprised if none of you smoked or any of the fucking parents did. Cause come on.
I literally seen a dad like going down an escalator with his kid. His mom's hitting a vape, and then he pulls out a fucking wax pen. He's just like,
he hitting the Benjamin.
He's like, and then the kid's just running around. I was just like, that's crazy.
So this TikTok and this guy's like, when you get dared by a coworker to hit the blinker before your manager sees you. And he's just like trying to hold it. He's just like coughing nonstop. And he's like,
fucking crying red eyes.
I was like, oh my god! At the very end of it, he's like, I've never coughed so much like that in my entire life. Oh man,
there's a guy I follow on TikTok. The whole thing is that he smokes weed every morning, and
the Hispanic guy. He tries to do shit without showing a reaction.
At first, it started with him just like he hits a dab, from what I understand.
They're dabs.
So he's dabbing. So it's just him like, all right, time to wake the neighbors up. So he's outside, and you don't see him smoking, but it just cuts to him, red eyes, crying, and just coughing like really, really bad. But he's like, I'm good.
Yeah, like the dude's having the time of his life.
No, but
like
then
he didn't just pop a blood vessel.
He's been doing it for years.
Like, I cannot do that. I know, like they're like high functioning ass motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I cannot.
His new shit is like
he's
him
been
trying
doing
to
it for years. So he's been doing it for years, but now instead, like he's trying to do like spice it up or whatever. He's like, all right, let's not wake the neighbors up. So it's just him trying not to cough, but it's just you see his face so red and just him like.
Oh, I gotta cough now.
He's like trying not to do a react. He's like no reaction videos, and it's just him like. And it's like, oh my god. Like, sir, stop.
I literally sit there just yelling at my screen, like, breathe, man.
The comments are always like, hey, bro, you don't gotta do this for us to laugh.
I love that, man. All right.
That's hilarious.
Oh, man. But that being said, I am going to move us over to our favorite portion of the video, the podcast, where we give you guys our latest obsession of music, shows, and or movies, or what's just been on the loop for you, as well as our final remarks. And then we'll start off with Richard.
Fuck. I was like,
because you look like you were thinking about it the most.
Because I was like, have I been watching it? No, I don't watch shit.
Have I been doing things?
I've been too obsessed with BCT.
Shit.
Shout out to Sentinels.
Jesus.
Ew.
Okay. What's it called? For music, I'm gonna recommend a whole artist, but I will recommend one song. Her name is Violent Vita, Vira. And the song I'm specifically recommend is I Don't Care. That's what it's called. She's the best way I could put it is she's reminds me so much of the Black Ops music. It's funny enough because we were just talking about this like yesterday, and then I was just listening to my playlist, but also with like Spotify recommends in there, and this came up, and I was like, oh shit, she's really fucking good. It's metal.
No space, by the way. It's just all one word.
Metalcore or whatever. I don't even really know what to call it, but she sings clean, but she also does guttural vocals, screams, and it's just really fucking good. I was like, holy shit!
I like.
Yeah. What's it called? She's really fucking good. The rest of her music, like again, she's actually kind of done a few different things, like some hip hop elements in a few songs and other stuff. But good artist, good song. She's relatively new to the scene, so yeah, go check her out.
I like her bio's just a lover.
I love her.
And then wrapping up, what the fuck did we even talk about? Fuck.
Don't take too much caffeine.
Fuck rich people.
Test your stuff.
Test your shit. Yeah, you're right. Test your shit. Don't fall into corporate tricks like easy cash grabs, I guess. I don't know. And yeah, that's all I got. I don't know what else.
Tight.
All right, Lee.
Hi.
All right, and then we end the.
So for music, I'll do "Beautiful Things" by Benson Boone. BENSON space BOONE. Beautiful Things.
Oh, he's popped up for me.
It's cool.
Yeah,
it's kind of chill, but it also has its moment. It's a cool song. I like the vibe, and he's a great
country.
Singer. It's got a bit of country, but it's not
it's like
the whole thing. It's got a little tinge.
It's Midwest shit.
It's Midwest.
Yeah,
you got it.
It's like what's his name? Noah something. I always forget his name.
Snap.
Noah knows Noah Schnapp.
Yeah,
no.
Fuck that guy.
Apparently. No. Noah Khan.
I don't know who that is.
Noah Khan.
Yeah.
Little Noah Khan.
It's like that. Yeah.
Shaka Khan.
Shaka Khan.
He gave me that minus like the banjo strings.
So I would say for this song, give it a little bit, and it kind of has a little kick up. Yeah, it grows.
I like it.
It's good, but the other song is gonna be Raincoat by Kieron Lee, Kieron Lee,
Kieran.
featuring Chloe Ho. I like it. It's cool. It's like an older song. But I haven't recommended it in a minute. Or I mean, not even a minute. I think it's just in general.
Yeah,
so it's cool. I like it.
Cute little bop.
Yeah.
That's cute. I like this.
But yeah. So that's the music. As for I'm watching a show on HBO called The Newsroom. It's been out for a minute. It's really good. It's about a newscasting station that is based in our world, but they're like a fictional station. And you just kind of watch them report the news from like us getting Osama to like hostage situations, the uprising in Egypt. Like you kind of hear like they go through like these key moments in like US history or whatever, the world or like world events, and you just kind of watch like what a newsroom would do in that situation, and it's really cool to watch. It's super dope, and the actors are fantastic.
What's it called again?
The Newsroom.
On HBO?
Yeah, on HBO. Yeah, it's super cool. I think everybody should check it out. And it's 3 seasons. Each episode's an hour long though, so just for anyone that isn't like a fan of like the longer ones. I like it.
I like that, yeah.
With it being as good as it is. I'm just, I think, starting season 2. So it's pretty cool. As for like final regards, the fuck yous for people that what's the word we said? Lace. Fuck you to people that lace shit. That's not cool. That's really fucked up. That's really stupid. Don't see why you would do that. That's really dumb. Fuck you for ruining somebody's trip.
Someone's life.
For someone's life and, there and beyond. That's terrible. Don't do that. Fuck you to those people. As for final regards, like I said, for Richards, test your stuff. For the love of God, test your shit. Whatever, if it's a buzzkill, whatever, if it is what it is, or whatever your issue is, you could die.
Legit,
very likely.
If someone gives you shit about testing your stuff, fuck those people.
Bully them.
Yeah, what
bully
the fuck?
those people.
Yeah,
I don't know.
So make sure you're in a good spot. Make sure you're with someone that is chill, you can have a good time with you, or is responsible. Someone that you're safe with, someone that you feel safe with, and test your shit.
As long as they're a good hang.
Always important. Yeah. And that's it. I don't think I'm watching anything else or anything like that. So yeah, that's about it.
Okay. For my end, I'll start with music. I've kind of been everywhere lately. SZA dropped a new song called Saturn. That's a fucking beautiful song.
Wow.
I mean, she doesn't drop anything but bangers, so shout out to SZA, because that was my workout song today. Like I was literally just blasting when I'm like just pushing weight.
SZA.
So yeah, dope ass song. And she dropped it in different variations of that song, which is so fucking dope.
Live, sped up, and acapella. And
then just instrumental of the song.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So that one. And then I don't know what you would call this. This has been the music I've been listening to on my way to work. The song's called Hands Down. It's called Hands Down by Dashboard Confessional.
This is Midwest already sounding.
It is Midwest for sure, but it's like Midwest indie garage, whatever. But it's like this. Like I've been driving to work just bumping this, bro.
It's like Midwest punk.
Yeah. But it is. Yeah. I've been bumping it.
That's cool.
So it's just it's put me in a good mood.
It literally says singer-songwriter Christopher Carava became the poster boy for a generation of emo fans. It's just
perfect.
Midwest
Love it.
Emo.
Soy
That's all it is. Yeah.
It's never been a phase, bro.
Having left behind his former band, the post-hardcore Christian outfit.
Hell yeah, bro.
Further seems forever.
This man said,
"Rock on, God."
And then so I wish there was more, and I hope there's more, but I doubt it. So Amazon just dropped a few days ago the new Mr. and Mrs. Smith show.
Oh yeah,
with Childish Gambino,
it's
bro.
cool.
It is so.
I keep watching it.
It's only 8 episodes. I watched this weekend. So fucking good. Like,
yeah, it's cool.
It's for what people say. Childish Gambino's a great fucking actor. It mixes very well. I forget the actress's name. She's been in a couple other shows.
Her name either, but she is a great actress.
At first, everyone's like, "Wait, how do you mix this?" Because people are trying to relate it to the movie. Nothing. First of all, nothing to do with the movie.
No,
it's its own spin. It's its own thing, and it has a little taste of everything. Like there's a little bit of humor, and there's a little bit of like, oh, you forget they're spies sometimes. It has some romance and a lot of sadness into it. But great fucking. It's just a good show. So
her
if you're
name
looking,
is Maya Erskine.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Erskine.
I looked it up too. I was
But yeah,
like, I don't
super good.
recognize
but
it,
so
cool.
good. If you guys have Amazon Prime, watch it, support it. It's a good fucking show. I was never iffy about it. I saw the trailer and I was like, oh, this looks dope. And it doesn't have that weird thing where it builds to something more. Every episode is just its own thing, but it's like a mixture of like just their lives. But it's good. It's good. And obviously it unveils more things. It's just a good spy show.
Cool.
It's cool.
That's what they are. They're spies. Yeah, but good show. So watch that. Final remarks. Tax season is upon us. If you guys are going to use it for trips, be smart about it. Start looking into all this stuff.
I got my state.
You got your 10 G's from the state.
Imagine, bro.
Ooh,
my God.
I keep forgetting about that.
It's like, yo, I think I did it wrong. It says 100 grand.
I think what I'm going to do with that money is pay off a couple plane tickets. Gotta pay off some shit.
I'm paying off. I'm paying another tat on top of the one to finish.
But the rest of that money is going to go to another plane ticket.
Good.
We're also using some of that money to invest in the podcast. So you guys can look forward to that. We'll have somewhat of a better production, but either way, it should be fun.
At the very least, one episode will look better than all the shitty ones.
Yeah. But
the song that popped up after the one you recommended is "First Date" by Blink-182.
Oh yeah, bro.
That sounds
my shit was "Ceilings" by Liz. What is it? McAlpine?
I don't know what that is.
It's a good song. It's all around the internet already too. But that being said, we appreciate you guys. We love you. All our socials are always in the bottom. If you want to keep up with our personal lives or anything we're up to or we post, it's all there. Like our fitness, our music. No. I don't know. Fuck what else, bro?
Like, comment.
Comment. I thought you meant like what do we post? I was like, what the fuck? We said it a bunch of times.
Make sure to like the video,
comment, subscribe, share with your mom, share with your dad, share with your stepdad, share with your stepdad's kids, share with your stepdad's baby mama, share with your PO officer, share with
God, you're really close with your PO, you guys.
Share with that one cousin you kissed that you didn't know was your cousin. Share with
what in the Saltburn.
Send it to your ex-girlfriends. Send it to your ex-boyfriends. Send it to anybody that you think would have a good time listening to us while you take a shit, while you take a shower. Or you just want a good time and a good laugh. That being said,
if you're taking a shit while listening to this, bro, cut it off. You need to do
either way. Clean them cheeks up. Right.
Look at your thighs, and if you have the mark, stop it and then wipe.
That's true.
You know your legs went numb like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
But that being said, we are here for a friend. We appreciate you. We love you guys. You guys have yourselves a good rest of your week, and let us know what you're doing with your tax money.
Bye.
Bye.
Let's go away.